We're going to start with a game like we usually do, and we're going to try and replicate what we did last week. Okay, so it's going to be a normal game.
What last week?
We're going to play 1 in goal, 1 in defence, 2 in midfield, 1 up front.
1, 2, 1.
So we're going to play
Diamond formation.
diamond formation.
Formation.
All I'm going to say is, for this game, 1, can you try and keep that formation? And 2, can you try and play from the defence to the midfield and to the strikers? Does that make sense? Just keep it still for me. Right, so just to recap, what is the role of this pivot player?
Support players.
To support the midfield, brilliant. To support the midfield. So, as the ball goes right,
he goes forward to the right. He comes short.
He goes there to support.
And the opposite as well.
Good. What I want you to try and do is, because some of you are drifting out of position, which is fine. So if this player ends up going down there,
shouldn't he come into the centre and become the striker?
What do you think the other players are going to do?
Fill in that position.
Brilliant, they're going to fill in that position. So
if this go over there and then he might come down.
Chances are that if this player's going down here, it means that this player's probably in here somewhere. So, can we try and always keep
player at the top and players on
1 player at the bottom, 2 players at the top. So that means if 1 player moves, another player has to move round. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Let's have a go then. Go, well done, Brad. Great ball. Oh, great goal. Well done, Reese. That's a great ball. Great finish, Joseph. Well done. Who can remember what 2 challenges did I set you for that first game?
Keep the formation.
Keep the formation and
pass.
Pass.
Attack midfield and defence.
Defence to the midfield to the attack.
Brilliant. And do we think we did that?
Yeah.
Good. I think we tried to. There were only a couple of times where we kicked it long, and sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you just need to get rid of the danger. So, well done. I think we kept to formation and we tried to play through the thirds from the goalkeeper, defence, midfield, attack. Now, the next one that we're going to do, we're going to play on a half pitch, okay? So we're going to have a goalkeeper, we're going to have 1 defender and 3 attackers. On 1 half. These attackers will be going that way. Them attackers will be going that way.
Where shall I go?
The attackers role. Attackers role
Is that to pass and try and
is to score. The defender's role is to try. If the defender wins the ball,
Clear it.
can you run it to the halfway line? Just hold it there for me. Just come in, Evan. Right, okay. So, Evan. Jake. So, where did Jake and Joseph go? You go where you stood. And then rightly so, what did my defenders do? Give Evan the ball for me. So Evan's got the ball. What did you do? You marked Joseph out there. What do you think I'm going to ask you to do next?
Dribble.
Brilliant. If you can't pass, you dribble. And whereabouts you're going to dribble? Boom! Straight through that gap. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Off we go. Right, good lads. Some brilliant passing there. Some brilliant combination play. Some really good goals.
Thank you.
So, what do we notice about our formation, the attackers?
The attackers are like pushing forward against the one defender.
Pushing forward against the one defender. What do we notice about the shape?
Oh yeah, they're like we've got two. We've got one out wide, the other one out the other side, and then one in the centre.
So they're playing with, because there's 3, aren't they? What shape are you naturally going to create?
A diamond.
A diamond with 3 sides. A triangle. You've got your 2 attackers, and you've got your pivot player. As the ball goes right, if the ball goes right, can this player move to support?
Yes.
If the ball goes left,
Yeah, but you can like pass it back.
can he try and move to support? Okay, so I want you to try and create everything
From that player.
using your pivot player. So if this player feels under pressure, give it your pivot player back, and this player can either move into some space or he can give it the other side. If he feels under pressure,
Then you just go.
because you're outnumbered, you're always going to have a man spare. So you use that man to your advantage. The pivot's got the ball. Our starting position is going to be where? Wide or narrow?
Wide.
Wide. Why is that?
Because then he could pass it there and then come over. Because when they come over here, they could come like more out, and then he could pass it into them, and he could receive it back, and then he could shoot.
It's a bit complicated for me. All right. When you're out wide, where's all the space
Out
to run into?
in the corners.
Brilliant.
In the middle.
In the middle.
Because then as soon as he passes it to him, he could run in there without our defender worrying. Without
Start
him
out wide.
worrying about our defender.
If you've got 2 defenders, like what happened with Evan's group, the defenders might choose to go man for man. Then what's Evan going to do? What did I tell you to do?
Run straight through the middle.
Brilliant. You run straight through the middle. Shall we have a go?
And he shot.
Where you 2 players going to start? Out nice and wide. Good. Off we go. Now where are you going to go, brothers? Oh, Harry, coming in. Brilliant. So you know what you should have done. Whereabouts should you have passed it?
Could have passed to Bradley or
Brilliant.
could have crossed it into Miles.
Brilliant. Because there's only one. If you'd have gone back to Brad, Miles would have been there for an open shot. So good lad, you know it. You know exactly what you need to do next time. All right. Go then, Brad. Go on then, Mason. Can you receive it back? Good. Well done. Good. Well done, Jake. Good save, Evan. Oh, brilliant, Harry. Well done. Harry? What do you think I'm going to say to you that time? A great turn, by the way, there. Brilliant turn. What do you think I'm going to say to you about the second bit? What did you try and do?
Shoot.
And what do you think you could have done instead of shoot? To
Aiden or Bradley.
Bradley on the right-hand side. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good lad. What I want you to try and do is, because some of you are drifting out of position, which is fine. So if this player ends up going down there,
Shouldn't he come into the centre and become the striker?
what do you think the other players are going to do?
Fill in that position.
Brilliant, they're going to fill in that position. So
Then he
if
might
this
go over there, and then he might come
yeah,
down.
chances are that if this player's going down here, it means that this player's probably in here somewhere. So
The other
can we
guy
try and always keep
player at the top and then players on one.
one player at the bottom 2 players at the top. So that means if one player moves, another player has to move round. Aidan, what do you think I'm going to say to you there? Do you know? So, who out of the group is there to help you? There to help the midfield? Yeah. So if you get into any danger like that, try and turn, try and look up, and just try and pass the bench. You made the right decision in the end. Yeah. Can you just try and do it a little bit quicker? Yeah. So if you get into any danger at any point, look back because Benj is there to help you. All right. Good lad. Oh, great goal. Well done. Can you help him then, Jake? Oh, well done. Excellent. Brilliant. Brilliant movement, that, Joseph. Well done, Joseph. Yeah? Good. Well done. Oh, I love it, Mason. Oh, what a finish. Excellent goal. Well done. We're going to finish with a game. And we're going to put everything that we've learned in this training session, keep them still, into practice. Keep them still for me. So we're going to go goalkeeper, 1 in defence, 2 in midfield, 1 up front. And I'm looking for the striker, for the pivot player, sorry, to do exactly what he's done in that little mini half a game. Okay, so midfield. Midfield, when you win when the pivot's got the ball, what's your job?
Moving space.
Whereabouts do you start? Brilliant. So first of all, you start out nice and wide, and then if there's space, you come inside. When the midfielder gets the ball, what's the pivot? What's the pivot's role? Boys, are we listening?
Short to the
short to get them to receive the
support
ball
the wingers. And tap it with your soul to support the wingers.
Brilliant. So you've all chipped in with your own little bit. So you're there to support the wingers, to come and help the defence, and like Evan said, the technique of it is to control it using the sole of your foot. Striker, what I want you to do is exactly the same as the defender, but the opposite. So rather than support behind, brilliant, you support in front. So if the attacker's going down this wing, you might go towards them.
Maybe stay in the box.
Yeah, you might make a run towards them, or you might make a run into the box.
He can still run, but pass it down into that space. And
so now we've got 2 pivots. We've got a defending pivot, and we've got an attacking pivot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good lads, let's give it a go then. One, 2. Great pass, well done. Go, well done. Go on then, Evan, where do you stand? Evan, where do you stand? Oh, well done, Mason, excellent. Brilliant, Mason, well done. Oh, excellent play, Reds, well done. Right. Well done tonight, lads. Really pleased with what I've seen, what you've took on board. You've listened, you've tried new things, you've experimented. That's what it's all about. Okay, and a massive improvement in behaviour from Saturday. So well done. That's what we want to try and take. That effort, and that listening, and that fight and desire and creativeness into Saturday's game. All right, and then also what we've learnt tonight. Okay, so we might play with an extra player at the back, but defenders, when midfielder got the ball, can we drop to try and support them? And then when the defence has got the ball, midfield, like we've been doing, can we play out wide and can we move around and try and create some space to receive that ball? Can you remember what we said last week about think of it as a game of TIG, and the man that's marking you is not allowed to touch you, but at the same time you've still got to get yourself into a position to touch that, to receive that ball. And then like with the striker, you're a pivot player, you're just at the other end of the pitch, so you're a pivot at the top of the pitch as opposed to the bottom of the pitch. And then what happens if somebody gets pulled out of position? What we're going to do? Brilliant, cover. So there might be a time where Mason has to run into midfield, and then the midfielder might have to run past Mason and fill in defence while he goes and closes that ball down. Okay, so really well done tonight. Let's try and take the rotation and play him back to the defenders and into the midfield and into attack into Saturday's game. I think Jake's brought some sweets back for us all from Barcelona, so don't go anywhere because Jake's going to share his sweets out with us. Alright, well done lads.